Are
you in a good spot?
Are you?
Hey, you're sideways, by the way.
All
right.
Sideways.
Are we not supposed to be sideways?
I'm going sideways.
I was doing vertical.
I was going sideways too. And
I
you
think your
said
screen orientation's locked though, because it still shows you as like, yeah, that's why.
Shut
So
up.
am I sideways or am I vertical?
You're sideways, Rob. Both of you guys, I don't know what happened.
What is going on?
Is it just me? Am I sideways? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Rob and Sean Show. It's your boy Sean and Rob.
And your boy Rob.
And Audrey. Hi, guys.
Hello.
They're really annoyed with me because I guess it's my fault that the podcast app changed.
Yep, it's definitely not our fault. That's for damn sure.
Super unprofessional.
What?
Yeah,
I don't get paid for this. I don't know what I'm doing.
So
We'll get paid
unprofessional.
if enough people watch. Just one day.
Fair enough. I love that Audrey. Did you write a boo sign for me? Whatever.
She has a boo sign ready.
Yeah, she had it ready on lock. Show it again. See? All right. Well, this week has been crazy. I don't know how to explain. I've been deep into YouTube lore. That's what I was going to talk about.
Sean went deep into the pedophile lore.
Wow. Okay, that's a way to word it. No, okay, so every big YouTuber this week are being, like, called out or, like, exposed for freaking doing weird things with kids at any moment or sometime. Like, okay, the big one we talked about last week was Cody Ko.
That was still
guy.
stupid.
Weird. And he DJ'd at a hotel recently. He hasn't uploaded, like, a video, but he DJ'd at a fucking, like, hotel.
No, he's uploaded a lot of videos on one of his YouTube channels, like, pretty regularly.
That is interesting.
He hasn't uploaded an actual video like he used to, like every day, and hasn't for the past week or two. But still DJ'd at a hotel. Yeah, it's crazy.
No, dude, one of his YouTube channels he hasn't uploaded, but there's another one where he's just been constantly uploading. I promise.
Really?
Yeah, it's either the one that's Cody and Co. or hold on.
No, it stopped a bit after when D'Angelo Wallace put that video out.
Hold on. Let me fact check.
Go ahead, Rob. Rob's doing his thing. Thanks, Audrey. Let everyone know. Let everyone know how you feel.
Okay, so the first channel of Cody Co. hasn't posted in a month, but hold on. To the second channel. Where is it? If I could spell Cody with a C. Where's Cody and Co? Where's Cody?
It is Cody and Co.
Where is it?
Robbie, I love how he's killing the momentum of this entire thing, just so he can prove that I'm right.
Look at that. 11 days ago, 13 days ago.
Hey guys, welcome to Call
That's
Her
when
Daddy.
he got called out.
I found it. It was the second one. I found it.
That's when he got called out. Yeah. Sorry, Audrey, you were saying something.
Welcome to Call Her Daddy.
No.
Whoa.
The other person, other people was Dr. Disrespect, which your boyfriend knew very well, the big streamer gamer. He just disappeared. Then
nasty.
Right now
he went with P. Diddy, huh?
Yeah.
They went
and P. Diddy, Drake, all these other guys. Okay, like the most recent one. Do you know Mr. Beast, right, Audrey?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Him too?
No, not Mr. Beast.
Oh.
You know
Mr. Beast is
not Mr. Beast. Let's make that clear. You know who Ava Chris Taylor is?
That sounds familiar.
Their name was Chris. They changed it from like a C to a K, I'm pretty sure, and they now go by she her pronouns. They're the ones that went to the sex change, and it was like a big deal last year in the news. Mr. Beast's a really close friend who came out as like, I'm actually a woman and this and that, and did their sex change and this and that.
I don't think I remember that.
Well,
everyone made a big deal of it for some reason.
She used to be in his videos way back when, and she was a like a big like camper dude kind of person, super dude like, super like, oh, I know all this survival stuff and fishing and all that stuff, because that's what they were. And then when they came out as like, I'm actually trans and this and that, people lost their minds, like like you're a dad and this and that and blah blah blah.
Whoa.
And people were kind of losing their minds, and I just was like, who cares? Like that's it's their story, it's their
like
things.
Whatever.
And then now, all of a sudden, there's these tweets coming out showing his inappropriate conversations with people that were 13, 15, 16. And it's not like outright, it's explicitly like to the point where you see it's like grooming, or like, oh, they're trying to meet up and have sex, or like say like things like I want to have sex with you, or things like that. They were just saying jokes that are inappropriate, things that you would say with an adult, but you shouldn't say to a child. And that's where it's like it's still a child, bro. You cannot
It's
you
like,
like 17, 16. That's under 18. You can't say those things. You can't take a picture of yourself on 4th of July with a funny face saying "Coming for America" and send that to a 15-year-old.
That's weird, yeah, because I mean, if
Or
the
16.
15-year-old doesn't know, like, they know what they're doing.
Even like me as 23, right, 24 right now, I would never send something like that to a 17-year-old. You know what I mean? Like,
That's so weird.
even
Why?
as like I get it's a joke. You're coming for America. But
like,
they're underage. You can't say that. You can't talk about that stuff with
it's
people
like,
who are
I
why
don't
minors.
get, like, what do these people find in common with teenagers and underage
It's a
people?
power dynamic thing. It's just like
we're,
control.
we're
They
all
still get a
meant to be the same
dominatrix.
age. They're really mature for their age.
You know
I,
what?
I
Maybe you should be into some BDSM.
I can't really think of a reason why people like could be attracted to like a minor in that way, other than the whole like power dynamic and like that kind of thing. I don't really,
I feel like,
I don't really.
yeah, that's the only thing that I ever think about. Is like, yeah, it's like that's the only thing that at least makes sense in my mind. Is like, yeah, the power thing. The what else? What else?
Yeah, well, the
What
thing
else?
is,
Justice
the power
causes
dynamic isn't oh kitty
roaches.
cat isn't why people. Oh, well, it's not what they tell themselves. You know what I mean? They always lie, like, oh, I was lonely, or I didn't mean
This
to,
or
or
that or the other.
I this and that, or the other. Oh, I really get them, they get me, and it switches, but they never really
Like,
want to admit
you
the
don't
power
understand what I was going
dynamic.
through.
But it's
I
usually what the
get
case is. Because it's usually like a big fucking influencer now having all these fans, and then they're like, "Oh, these girls like me," and then they'll message like the most like, influenced or like not gullible, but you know the word, like girls who are their fans are
Sorry,
Mindset.
dumb.
no, we are. I'm laughing because when I was like 16, 17, I was involved with a 19-year-old.
No way. Okay,
It's
well,
not
No.
okay,
yeah, I don't
but
want to. Go ahead. You
they
say
went
whatever
to
you
our
want to say.
school.
Say what?
When I was a sophomore, they were a senior.
Oh, that's
It's
okay.
first name, last name.
Yeah, first name, last name. I won't disclose
Oh wait,
here.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. That was
Wait, do you
weird.
know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, that guy was weird. Like, I got mad at Rob or something, or me or Rob or something. It was one time.
What
Or
did
he got mad
I
at some kid.
do?
He got mad at one of us or something. I remember.
Do you?
No, wait. What the fuck? Hold on.
Oh,
Okay, I won't. Okay, everyone. I just need to make it clear. Okay, Audrey has whispered to me first name, last name, and I know them very well. I really?
yeah.
I had a nickname for that fool. I fucking like how that makes me feel weird. How old are you?
I'm 23.
16. Well, with the time.
I was 17.
I don't know, cause I. Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
they were 19
know.
turning 20. What?
I was okay. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. A little weird.
Are you still friends with them?
No, I have him on social media. I don't talk to him like that though. I didn't know that.
John, do I have
We,
any idea who this might be?
you know who this is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know exactly
Okay.
Wait,
who this is.
why did
Yeah,
it only send to Sean?
because
I mean, yeah.
you guys are the guests. So I think
Oh,
Oh,
it's
there's a
probably
little
like it's my
message
studio.
thing.
Oh, you
yeah.
can Rob could probably click on it maybe.
I,
Oh,
s-
Yeah.
oh,
Don't say yeah.
oh,
Anyways, everyone in the audience is
oh.
like, oh, who is it? What happened?
yeah, you're gonna have to
Believe it
cut
or
that
not,
part out.
it's
No, it's fine. We don't.
Especially
personally.
if
We
they're
never
a
said his name.
listener,
It's fine.
because
It's that's. See, okay. Well, let's get into the context of like that situation or things. Like,
yeah.
it's such a weird, murky thing of getting into like a relationship
It's
around that
not that
age
it's
when you're
weird. It's just like it's the written
well,
rules. So
because
it's
you're
like
16, 17, 18, 19. Like you're teenagers and you're
no,
almost
if you have the
20-year-old. You're becoming
arbitrary
adults.
number like
Yeah.
up there,
I
like
don't think
you
a
gotta
16-year-old and a 19-year-old should date. I don't think a 16-year-old and a 20-year-old should date. You know what I mean?
yeah.
18 is also a bit weird for me. You know
It
what I
was
mean?
definitely like
But like, I get it. I
I look back
understand.
on it and I'm kind of like, did this person even care for me? Like I feel like
No, he didn't.
I was
He
just
didn't.
being
He didn't give. He doesn't care about himself.
yeah,
He doesn't give a
no, I
fuck.
know he didn't.
He's someone who's very fuck, dude. He likes. That's all he cares about. That's all he does.
Stop, you have to
Don't
delete that.
stop talking, Sean.
What? No one knows who this person is.
I feel
Okay,
like
but what
that
if like a
comment
friend of
probably
him?
singled this
I'm
person
not.
out.
He's gonna see this? I don't think he cares. He's not gonna see this.
Yeah, I don't have
Famous
anyone in
last words.
You don't know me. You don't
wakes
know
up,
me like this. I'm gonna say his last name right
dead
now.
in a
I'm just
parkour
Stop.
fucking.
I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
but
It was
I'm just
definitely.
talking in the context of in general. Like, whenever that goes into like when people are young and they're dating,
Mhm.
and then they start crossing the threshold of becoming an adult, it's weird. It's murky. But it's also like there is a reason why there's a hard line at 18. Why people like us who are in their mid 20s, like it makes sense to us. Like, oh yeah, they're fucking kids. They're graduating high school. I remember being 18. You know what I
I was
mean?
a child.
I remember. You know,
Sean, remember 2 weeks
I
after
had my
your
whole face.
18th birthday?
what happened 2 weeks after our 18th birthday?
We were
My
in the
18th
back of
birthday.
a cop car.
Oh yeah, no, that was 4 days. It was 4 days after
Oh, it was
my
4?
18th
I thought it
birthday.
was
3
2
days.
weeks.
No, the cop looked at my ID and was like, "You're lucky he turned 18 3 days ago." That's what he said to you.
That's what it was.
They were trying to hit Rob with child endangerment with me.
They ain't get shit.
They made you pay a fat fine, but
Oh my god, why were you driving
you want
like
to get into the
reckless?
story again? We told a story a lot in the pod, but I love it. It's a good one.
It's a great story.
Rob,
Sure. I mean,
I usually talk a lot. Rob, please, you can recount the story for us.
Back in the day, me and Hood Rat Sean were just out cruising one day, but I had my dad's truck, and so I had to bring it back to my dad's, my granny's at the time. So we dropped the truck off using my mom's car,
okay,
which she didn't know that we borrowed because it was
okay.
late. And
Yeah,
so,
Rob was trying to get the cars back.
yeah, and after I dropped my dad's truck off, I was schmobbing home with Sean in my mom's car, going the back way.
The long way is the nice new Mini Coupe. It was like 2020. It was like
It was
2018,
such a nice
2019. It
car.
was
It was such
new.
a nice car.
It was new at the time.
It was like
Had
brand
like fucking
new.
lights display off the handle onto the floor. I was like, what is this crazy
Yeah,
shit?
dude, Bluetooth, all that fancy shit. Oh my god. Such a nice car. But like we were
I really
driving the
shouldn't have
back
drove it.
way.
I didn't have my permit at the time when I drove it to Rob's dad. I didn't have my permit. There was an open bottle of liquor in the car just because we just had liquor on us because we
It
were trying to party at the high school
was
parties.
in
And then
Minecraft, so it's all good.
yeah, we were just we were dumb high school kids in Minecraft. And then fucking we went
Tell
to
me about it.
and then also I think I was high as shit.
We usually most of the time we're probably always high. Like that's usually how it goes.
I
Yeah, it was a
just
pretty bad time. But anyways, continue with the going home part.
Yeah, we were going home on the back way, and going the back way, I was going pretty fast. And like I was just going, and like there's a cop that just passes me, and I was like, "Fuck! Was that a cop?" And as like I looked, like I turn around, I'm like almost in the like side of the road, and so like
Like on the
I
gravel rock for a
yeah,
second.
like so I overcorrect a little bit, but I fix it, but I run the stop sign, and I'm like, "Fuck!" And so then the cop pulls me over for running the stop sign, and I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
It was crazy. We were going down the hill, and I was like, Rob, holy shit, like, what the fuck are you doing? And Rob looks at me, and he's like, bro, I think that was a cop. I'm like, no way. I look behind us, up the hill, hella far, the red light's coming down, and they pull us over, and Rob's like, oh, we're fucked, we're in trouble. And Rob's just, like, ready to take the heat, right? Cop
It's like,
pulls up,
"Fuck!"
gun drawn. Like, I swear to God, gun drawn.
He
No, he
was ready,
pointed it at
bro.
us.
He
what
was
the
And he
ready.
was just,
fuck?
he was like, keep
He
your
was
hands where I can
so
see him.
ready,
And we're like, oh,
bro.
shit. He didn't want us to, like, drive away. He thought we were going to, like, drive off or do something. You know, he doesn't know who we are, but...
Even though I told
Uh,
him I wasn't going
But
to.
why though? Like, if somebody drives off, why is your first like
It's like I'm gonna shoot him. I'm
action
gonna
to?
shoot this
No, I'm
guy.
gonna shoot them. Like,
there's a it's a mix. It's a weird that I don't know. It's a weird thing. You never know. Like you gotta wait. You have like 20 seconds to debate. Like, is it better to shoot them or let them run away? Because it's like, who's gonna get more hurt? Are they gonna? Is it a busy day? Are they gonna run into people, or is it like middle of the night, no one's out? Are they just gonna try to get away from us? So
It was
should we
the
let
middle
them
of the
fall?
fucking night. It's in a
Yeah,
fucking
that,
random ass
that
neighborhood.
it's El Dorado Hills cops, so they just really
Like,
wanted to get us.
yeah, they don't have shit to do. They're
they
like,
said, I'm
finally.
bored.
It's like
They were bored.
it's about damn time.
It's like we committed a crime.
You're like, you're so lucky I'm the goddamn idiot that stole his mom's car without asking.
God, what was the what were we talking about? Oh, the allegations and stuff like that, and then we started talking about almost getting arrested.
Almost.
Almost, but yeah,
They didn't get
Mr. Beast's
shit on
friend Avery Chris Tyler outed for all these things and is now going to be and tweeted today publicly. I think today or yesterday that they're removing themselves from Mr. Beast group and everything of
Oh yeah,
Spider.
indefinitely. I saw that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, and fuck, dude, it makes me kind of upset because they're gonna people are gonna use this as ammo
And that's the
on like why
stupidest
trans
thing I
people are
hate
bad
too.
for
It's gonna be
like
so
kids.
fucking
You know what
stupid.
I mean? I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
They're
I don't
coming
know.
after our kids. Trans are coming after our kids.
That's what I feel like they're gonna use Chris Tyson as like.
It's so stupid.
You're right, because it's like
It's such low
It's
hanging
funny
fruit.
because the people that say that, or like the guys that say that, like, oh, they're coming for our kids, they're the guys that like abuse women. Or that
yeah,
get mad when women say that they would rather choose the bear over a man.
yeah.
That one was funny.
And
Or
I
like,
just went through that on
yeah, I know
TikTok,
you
like
did. I know you
beefing
did.
with
Yeah,
men.
talk about that for a second. What happened again? Like, explain it to Rob. I don't think he knows.
Okay, so there was this TikTok, and it was talking about that situation about that man who shot that BBC news like anchor
Okay,
man's his. So he shot his
I didn't
daughter
know you
and
meant the
tied her
network.
up. Huh?
I didn't know you meant the network.
Oh,
You just said he shot his BBC.
yeah.
That's all I heard.
Oh
Well,
God, he shot me
anyways,
in the BBC.
so he had a daughter and she broke up with her boyfriend because he was abusive and it was toxic. And so he shot and tied her sister, her, and her mom all up and then shot them with a crossbow. And I
Jesus
commented,
Christ.
all I commented was the bear because like it was, the account was a woman who speaks up about like women's abuse and women's stuff like that. I commented the bear and it got 34.3 thousand likes and it had like 600 comments and I was sitting there beefing with these men and they could not take the fucking heat. It was
You
so funny.
They could
you made a
not take
funny
the
joke. A
fucking.
lot of women and other people connected with what you said and thought it was funny. And then a
They
bunch of
did.
dudes are like, "This makes me angry. I'm gonna comment." And then the engagement just kept going.
Literally, I was like, "Thank you," and people are calling me a bop and saying, "Oh, did you finally get picked, or did you get the attention that you wanted?" I'm like,
What the fuck, bro? People just say the most offhanded shit.
"Yeah." Some guy came for my looks, and I was like, "It's always the
Dang.
big white man talking shit," and then he
Bro, you're
got
not.
mad.
You know, I wouldn't even fuck you if you wanted to fuck me, because I wouldn't fuck you. You know that? Let me just write that out for
But
her. She'll
you're
know
Literally,
not
that's the
that.
white,
energy
but are you?
he was giving. And then like a bunch of people, someone was like, "Oh, like the bear wouldn't even pick you," and I was like, "Your mom wouldn't pick you either." And like, or some guy said something about like, "Oh my god, these girls like wanting attention and they're not even all that, they're bops," and I was like, "Ugh, is it Halloween? Because the uglies are out to play." Yeah, I was having the time of my life. I don't think
Bro,
these men realize
shots
I'm
fired.
literally on Zoloft, so I can't cry. I
I
can't
think
cry.
I think I don't know. It's like people get so like heated over like that shit online. I feel like online is such a fantasy land of like people pretending that like a lot of this stuff like matters at the point. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like
Yeah.
fucking. Obviously, a dude killing his wife and like his kids in the force of crossbow is wrong in any sense, and it's fucking crazy.
No,
And it's a
and
good example of why men suck. Like,
they
how
were
can we
like
not agree
almost
on that?
defending him just so that they
Right?
didn't have to agree with my comment.
Bro,
And it's
I
just
fucking I would die if someone wrote what were they wearing though? Like, bro, ropes. They were wearing ropes, bitch. Like that's what they
no,
were wearing.
some
Like
one guy when I said something and I was like fighting, he's like, "Why? What did you do to like make all these men come for you?" And I'm like, "Did I have to do anything to be attacked by men online?" Like,
It's like I feel like they just kind of
yeah.
want.
it
It
turned into like this whole conversation about like, well, 50% of women abuse their children. I'm like, did I fucking mention children? We're literally talking about the situation going on right
yeah.
now. It was just a big old thing, and men on the internet are like,
It's always like, what about this? What about
It's
women?
like,
Or what
did you hear
about
about
I'm
this
that?
like,
dude?
did
Or
I
what about
fucking
that?
mention that?
It's like it's never about the issue at hand. It's
Yeah,
always a
it
what
never
about
pertains
this
to the
thing?
actual conversation. It's just to try to flip it. And I'm like, okay, narcissist.
Yeah, it's like, dude, trust me. There's
I'm a
plenty of examples of
sociopath, not
men
a
and women doing
narcissist.
shitty things all of history. Like, but right now this happened, so let's talk about this thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy.
Oh, back to like what we were talking about. I think we mentioned something about relationships, didn't we?
Mhm.
But I recently, I swear we did. I don't know. Anyways, but I was recently on TikTok and I discovered this cool thing. It's called the Unsent Project. And so it's this website
Oh yeah, I
where
remember you
people
talking
can
about
You
that.
said something about this.
yeah, so like they can write to who it is and they don't have to write who it's from, but like unsent text messages that they wish they could send to someone. And I was just going through the website reading them. I literally check it like every day because I'm so curious. So
It could be like
It's like,
anything, like
where's
just like
mine?
a text
Where's
to a crush that
mine?
you're too afraid to say something to,
yeah,
or like a
so
loved one
like
who's passed.
if you look it up and then like put in your name and do search, you'll see a bunch of messages that were sent to like people with the same name as you, and it kind of like feeds into your delusions. You're like, oh, I'm delulu, like reading them. Like,
1 second. Rob, you're making a face. What's that
I'm
face?
so fucking itchy. It's not even fucking funny.
Oh,
do you have fleas?
No, my ribs are tatted.
Oh, you just got a tattoo. I
yeah. Show the
forgot.
audience. I don't think they've ever seen your tats.
Bleh, bleh,
Is it a
bleh,
spider? Disgusting. Burn it.
bleh.
Burn it.
Ah.
Oh, damn.
No, he's filling in the
Tats.
galaxy part, getting it colored in and everything. It looks nice, right?
Shit, yeah, that does.
I think the titty goth babe is my favorite. That's just
Oh, she's
memories,
the
dude. That's
best.
just so iconic. Do you know that story, Audrey?
No.
Rob,
Oh my
the
god,
titty
that
goth
story is
babe?
fucking iconic. That one's fucking
Yeah, you
iconic.
can. I love Rob. You want to tell her the story as she doesn't know it?
Oh my, so once again, back in the stoner days of high school when me and Sean were just being hood rats, there's a couple abandoned houses up in Cameron Park. Don't know why
Yeah.
they're abandoned. Just two huge ass fucking random ass
They
houses.
used to be. They used to have. There was like a giant weed operation going on there
We
for a
think
while. 'Cause it
that's
was
like
like,
the running story. Can't it's like the urban legend. Can't confirm or deny it, but it definitely
Was this
seems
a
like they
house a
do it.
bunch of people would go to? Because I feel like I've been there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Me
Yeah,
and
there
Rob,
was.
my
yeah.
little brother showed me the place, and then I showed Rob, and then me and Rob started showing everyone hanging out, and then everyone started going.
No,
I think there
well,
was
yeah, we
a
both
few
showed
people
each other, but I was
were.
like, yo, I've known about this place since for like ever. Like, it's just like
Yeah,
the
I think
place.
I've been there a couple of times with Jordan Clary.
No, yeah,
No, yeah,
everybody goes to that place. Like, it's just like it's the only cool thing to do around the fucking Eldo
Yeah.
area.
yeah, it's
But
fun.
when we were smoking up there one time, like this fucking piece of art, this one-eyed bitch, this one-eyed naked lady is
She was like
literally
spray
on,
painted on the wall, on like wood
yeah, like, and
panels.
it's on like fucking like what's the best way to describe it? Just like panels on the wall. Is like it was
Hmm.
old.
It just
Literally,
said
it's
wood panels.
wood paneling, like dead ass. And so, like, we go back one night, and I was with a sawzall. I was like, I'm gonna cut this off. But then I was like, wait a minute, I literally just pulled it off, just board by board, just broke it off.
Yeah, we just kind of pried open one little bit, and then each one kept falling off as we
And
brought
oh,
wood.
Oh,
Sean,
dry rot.
you wanna tell Audrey what happened after you thought someone put it in your house?
Oh, okay. So this story gets pretty crazy. You probably seen me blow up on like Snapchat for a second one time because of it. You probably don't remember. I used to do that a lot. All right, so Rob got the panels out of the big titty one-eyed god lady down, and we put her in like the field because he didn't have his truck with him. He had the
Yeah,
small car. He wanted the
I
truck.
hit it
So
I hit him in the bushes. Like I hit it off, not in a very like not easy to find spot. Like you'd have to know where it is. Like I literally hit it
Uh-huh.
in some
it was
bushes.
just it was you, me, Kayana,
Yeah,
and yeah, it was just Rob, me, and Kayana. And so we put it in the bushes, kind of on the way. We leave, and the next day goes. I go to school, normal day. I get off. I go home, and it's set up. Like they put the panels next to each other, set up in front of my front door on like the bridge of like the house, right? And I was like, who the fuck? I call Rob. Rob's at work.
wasn't
He's at
me.
In-N-Out.
No, dude, I
Yeah.
was smoking at the trailer. I
Were
was
you?
smoking.
Oh
That's
no,
fucking
you were at
scary.
In-N-Out. You were working.
No, I swear to God, I was at the trailer smoking with Choi and Chris because like I was
Other
like,
people, yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah,
was
and
smoking with people, and I was like, you were like, yo, did you do this at my house? I was like, bro, what are you talking about? It's like I would obviously like I haven't picked it up yet.
you know, you got mad at me first. You were like,
Yeah, I was
"Wait, did
so
you do this? Why
confused.
did
I
you
was like,
do that?"
what
And
do
I was like, "No, I didn't.
you
Why would I call? Why would I do this to myself and call you that I grabbed it?"
mean?
And he's like, "Yeah, you're right."
He was like, what?
He was confused. He was like, "Wait, why would you do this?"
Why would you set this up? This is so
You,
complicated.
Rob just has stoner brain. He doesn't want to remember. I remember that very vividly, and then I remember I was a bit annoyed. Rob was annoyed for sure, way more than I was, but I was a
Yeah,
bit
because
annoyed.
someone took it. Someone took my shit. And
Yeah,
I
I was
know
a bit
who did it.
annoyed,
I just don't want to say who.
and I couldn't think because we told everyone at school. We just mentioned it, the story, but we didn't tell them where
I
we hid
know
it.
who did it after the fact.
We
It was just like, what the
at the
fuck?
time we
I
we
want
just
to
mentioned
know
everyone, and so
who did it.
I couldn't think of who could have possibly done this. I was like, Kayana would never do this. She's just not like that, bro. Like,
I don't
she
know how
doesn't
to
have a
spell
fucking
her
car.
name.
She doesn't have a license. And so I call Kayana. Kayana tells me no, and other people like no one knows. So I put on Snapchat. I was like, hey guys, blah blah blah. This
What the
happened.
fuck?
I'm really offended. My little brother's here. My grandparents are here, making it a big deal. And then like, I'm so fucking. This is such a disrespectful thing. I'm gonna find out who this is, and I'm not gonna say nothing. We're not gonna talk anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead, break in your house, and break your fucking legs. A lot of people, and then I left it at that. Okay, everyone from Oak Ridge freaks out because I'm from Sacramento. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Sean, this is a threat. They're gonna call you. They're gonna call the cops on you. They're gonna blah blah blah." Everyone's freaking out for me. When I'm just like, I'm not gonna do any of that, bro. Chill. Like I'm just kind of like trying to freak everyone out. Like, guess who calls me?
The
Kayana
principal.
calls me. She's with. Oh fuck!
Oh,
I gotta delete that later. I gotta delete that later.
yeah.
20 minutes.
First
Okay,
name, you pulled a Rob.
I pulled her first name, last name. All right.
I can't remember what.
Okay, a girl named. Let's say that a
Yeah.
terrible person, and they went over together at lunchtime over and stole it. Kayana had the plan. Emma had the
Well, the only
car.
reason why she took Kayana is because Kayana knew where it was. Emma couldn't do it without Kayana. Like, that was
Yeah,
the only reason why. Just to
and
piss
then
me off.
they did it. They thought it'd be funny, and then when I said it, Kayana, no. I'll call all this part out. Whatever. Anyways, um, what's the
Anyway.
well, going back to other news to like switch back to topics.
Look at the
Oh
toe
wow,
beans. Look at the toe
Yo,
beans.
those are some quality
Toby.
toe beans.
Look at the
Yo,
toe beans.
you gotta name the cat Toby.
Toby.
Toby, Toby.
Toby, toe
Toby.
bean.
Toby,
Toby.
Toby. Toby, Toby.
Bro, he got a crackhead kitty face. I love that. Let me see him. Oh, he's got crackhead kitty
He
face.
does, huh? She
Oh, it's
has
a
a little,
dog.
and
I
she
wanted
has a
Toby.
clogged tear duct, so her
Dude,
eyes like.
crackhead kitty face is always like this. It's always like
It's funny because my other cat, I miss him. He ran away, but
Oh.
he used to look like he had Down syndrome.
Oh.
looks
So
like.
I think he did. He was kind of dumb. We found him when he was
I
a
mean,
kitten.
I'm pretty sure my cat has
Yeah,
something.
his facial features were
No,
very
dude, you
like.
know my cat. You know how stupid
Yeah,
that cat is.
it is. I have two cats. I have Ellie, who is a princess and loves me, and she keeps to herself and is a goddess. And then we have Lulu, who's orange, a boy, and oh my god, pisses on
Crazy,
everything,
insane.
crazy claws on everything. I used to have so many claw marks on my body all the time, but we trimmed his claws a little bit so they just don't stab as much. Oh, I am so glad we did that. He was murderous.
I have 3 now.
Oh hell yeah!
I
One
have this
cat.
one. I have November, and I have Kiko.
November is the name. Oh, that's
I call
cute.
her Nova.
Oh, that's cute.
Nova.
Back to the topics at hand. You want to talk about cancer? Okay, do you want to talk about someone who faked cancer? Sorry.
Okay, there we go.
I was gonna say
Otter's like, all right,
astrology.
Like, oh,
that's tea. I want to hear that.
give me the
I'm gonna flip
tea.
this. All right,
First,
so
real quick,
yeah,
what
go ahead.
are your zodiac signs?
Did you
Oh,
not
take a
see my
guess. I
chest?
wonder what you think ours are.
Did you not see my chest?
Um.
I
Oh no,
didn't
I
see like the
didn't.
zodiac on there,
You,
honestly.
Rob, you kind of give me Aquarius vibes,
Really?
and Sean, you're Taurus,
I didn't say that.
Aries.
Oh, Rob's a Taurus.
I'm a double
and
Aries.
Oh,
oh,
Rob's an
I was gonna
Aries.
say, and Sean gives me Leo vibes.
No,
What? Really?
no, I'm not a Leo.
What are you?
I'm way closer to what you think, Rob. Like I'm okay. You want me to tell you? I'm a Pisces.
Pisces looking
I
ass.
feel like it's kind of obvious.
That makes sense. The victim playing.
Yeah, like yeah.
Yo, add us on co-star.
I
You gotta
will.
Why do you think? Why do you think? Also, if you think about it, my closest friends are my closest people in my life are Rob and Kayana. Rob is an Aries, and Kayana is a Taurus. Like,
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm a Taurus too.
yeah. That's why we get along. I'm very emotional and artsy, and you get it.
Yeah, and my rising sign is an Aries, so I get along with Aries very well. My cousin's
Heck
an
yeah.
Aries, and we're like the same person.
Oh wait, I think Taurus and Pisces aren't supposed to get along, but me and Kayana are getting married, so I don't
You
know.
No,
think
they
I'm trying to
are.
go?
They do
They
actually.
do? I can't remember. I know it's so zodiac is one of those things I like to talk about, and whenever I'm talking about it, I believe in it, but I don't think about it when I'm in my everyday life. Kind of like religion, you know what I mean? Not religion, no.
You're
Religion I
not
disbelieve
religious
way more.
though.
Zodiac, I will in the moment I'll believe it, but like in my everyday life I don't think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's kind of how I.
I don't know. I like to analyze people, so I'm kind of like, oh, are they this way because of this? And like, they're having these I like to kind of do it as like, oh, this is what this person is feeling and going through, and that's why they act this way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
try to
also
analyze like after the fact, so I don't like get like what's the word prejudgment in my head. It's like, well, no, they're an
Yeah.
Aries. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. So
I'm only judgmental with Aquarius.
that.
I don't like
Thank God it's not
Aquarius.
me.
fair enough. Yeah,
The only
the first
reason
thing you said was Rob's an Aquarius.
the
Rob's probably
only
an
reason I thought
Aquarius.
so is because you're very like no, not in a bad way. I was gonna say
I
kind
know.
of
It's
like
just the silence.
I'm trying to find the right words because I don't want to say like mysterious, but like
Ooh.
and very like out there and adventurous, and that's what I feel like a lot of Aquarius are like. Like they're very just kind of go with the flow, do whatever.
Yeah, he is.
And
What?
I thought you were a Leo, Sean, because you
I don't
like
really know
to be
much
the
about Leo.
center of attention,
Oh, I love
and a
it.
lot of Leos are,
I love that
and
You
they're
want?
one.
very loud, and they're like in love with themselves.
I'm loving this one. I'm loving this one.
It's
That's fair
okay.
enough. Well, the
I
thing is,
can name
like, I'm
my
not gonna deny
faults.
any of
I'm
those
a
things.
Taurus. I'm very stubborn. I think I'm always right, and half the time I usually am very right because I'm pretty practical.
Such a Taurus thing to fucking say after that. Such a
And
Taurus.
I love food, and I'm pretty lazy. My bed is my best friend.
Yeah, you and Kana and you are Tauruses. God damn it.
She doesn't she play Animal Crossing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my God, I haven't played in so long. I'm gonna have to play with her.
she's playing
Anyways,
Stardew. She's playing Stardew Valley all the time. That's what she's
oh,
doing.
I've been wanting to get that, but
Oh, play with her. She loves that game to death. She's deep. She played it for like four. It's the game years is like 4 or 5 years going on now.
damn, I want to play that, and I want to play Zelda.
You probably want to
Zelda's
play Zelda
great.
before Stardew because Stardew never ends.
Oh God.
There's
Stardew's
literally
never
like
ending.
so much shit.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no, yeah. Kind of been playing for almost like 3 4 months, and they just added. There's another island for her to discover. And she's like, I had no idea about
Damn,
this.
I haven't played Animal Crossing in like 6 months because every time I whip out my Switch, my son tries to bite my controller, or he literally like pulls it from my hands and throws it.
Because you want to, yeah, kids. I
But
Oh,
think
I'm
kids
so
are the cutest.
sorry. Did you
what?
want to talk about cancer?
Oh, you're right. You're right. The person who faked it and everything like
Yeah,
that.
Sean's
Okay,
got
so
cancer.
I don't. No, I'm not going down that guy's route. I'm
Oh,
not going down that guy's route.
that explains why you're so pale.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fucking so there's this
Wait, is
guy.
that comment gonna get me canceled? Sorry.
No, I
It
mean
will,
I'm
it
Mexican.
will
I
in
should be
five
darker than I look.
years.
I do stay inside a lot. I mean, I don't know if you remember, but my junior year when I came back from Portugal, I looked like I was from Jersey Shore because I was outside in the sun the whole summer. You remember that? I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if you knew
I
me
don't.
then.
It's been a while. My
So
brain is
Rob knows.
moist.
So if I go out into the sun, if I'm out there every day, I will turn hardcore dark Mexican dark.
I'll. I went out like once and I got a tan. I turned beaner.
Yeah, fair
You can
enough.
you can see how white my forehead is in this fucking light. So
Yeah. And you don't have to tell anyone you're Mexican, Audrey. Your last name is Johnson.
Well,
I know.
that's my adopted last name. I am
Yeah.
Mexican. My name before adoption was Robles.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
I My last name is Azevedo. It's cool. I love that I have a Portuguese last name, but I'm not at all.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Just like
It's
how
okay.
Dougie has cancer, but not at all.
I feel like my My
Just
last
so I'm
name,
very
Robles,
white and
is,
don't have
I
any
think it's more
Mexican.
Spanish, like Spain, not necessarily Mexican.
Yeah, like from the OG land. So okay, I'll give you a rundown of who Boogie298 is. So Boogie298 is one of the OG viral YouTubers. He was this guy who was on there when the site started, 2005, 2006,
He
2007.
was the first YouTuber, bro.
One of the first. No, literally, like 100%. Give him his credit. He was there and he uploaded fake videos of him playing a character. So he was like really, he's pretty obese. Like that's not an understatement. He's morbidly obese, and he he'd walk around. He played this character called Francis, where he'd be like, "Oh, he wants to play video games all day and eats Mountain Dew and chips and this and that," and he just play it up for the camera and make it like it's real life. Like Francis gets so upset he destroys his Xbox or something. Like that's a viral video in 2010 or whatever, 8, right?
It's a
It's
classic.
like
And people watch that?
yeah, because it was just like a video.
That
Like, oh,
was
look
like
at this loser!
the
Like
first
gets so
one.
mad he breaks his Xbox. Like that's what was
He
going
did it
on YouTube
first.
early days. And he was just playing a character. He was just doing it to get views, and people would watch
Yeah.
it because it'd be so crazy and be like, "Look at this guy freak out!" And people would subscribe and watch him because they learned that he was just doing it as a joke and thought it was funny. And his actual like talking, like commentary side of his normal self was actually pretty cool. He had good opinions about gaming and other things, whatever.
Mhm.
He was a nerdy guy, and he played a funny guy. That was his whole thing. Well, over the years, he's kind of just like fallen off. He doesn't really change with the YouTube times, but he still has like almost 5 million subscribers in total. This guy on every upload of recent years gets like 20, 30K of video. So you
Damn.
know what I mean? Like, right? Like
He's like
he's been dead for a while. He all of a sudden, I guess a few years ago, while things were down bad,
dumb.
he invested a bunch of money of his YouTube money, he had a lot of it, into crypto, right?
Oh no,
He's
what could possibly
like
go
almost
wrong
all that
there?
he had left because he spent so much of it before on uh literally like video games, collectible things, like nerdy shit, like way too much, and also on prostitutes and escorts. Like he's very openly admitted to this that he's like, I didn't want to sleep with the Missouri 6s or 7s, I wanted to sleep with California 10s. Like literally, he said some shit like this, dog.
That's one way to put it. Yeah, all right. Ah,
There you go, yeah.
oh god, I love it. I love it.
So this is a known documentary that came out, and everyone's like, "Oh God, so weird." And he decides, "Okay, I put my money into crypto. It goes up so much to like 700,000. It's like a millionaire now, $3 million in total, like right. But he doesn't pull it out in time. The market
Ooh,
crashes. He loses
ooh,
everything. He's
ooh,
out, broke. He's not gonna be able to pay
ooh.
mortgage. So what does he do? Goes onto YouTube and says, "I need your help." And he
Come
tells his
on.
audience he's very blatant that he invested in crypto, that he made a lot of money, but he did not pull it out in time, and he lost it all. And that this is a situation, and he was just letting everyone know, like, if you'd like to support me, this and that. People remembering Boogie, his past and everything, they're just like,
Mhm.
this guy, yeah, let's give him some money. He's like Mr. Rogers of YouTube. We haven't seen him in like, we love his guy. He's so sweet. He's a big fat
Mhm.
dummy. So they do. They support him. They pay his stuff. He has a lot of money. Well, then after things are kind of good and he's now has his home for a little bit, the dude is just spiraling. Not getting his YouTube views aren't coming in. He's not getting a lot of internet stuff. He's not making anything either. He's not making money.
He's just
But
kind
he
of there.
refuses
He's
to
just
go
there.
get a normal day job because he's the
Like you've
famous
What?
fallen
Boogie
off.
2988,
Accept it.
4 million, 5 million.
Bro,
He
I
doesn't.
didn't
Yeah,
I
he doesn't
didn't
want to
peak
do
in
it.
high school. I'm still relevant. You just don't get it, bro. Just one of
Hey,
these days, the coach is gonna call me up for my shot at the big leagues, and I'm getting out of this small town.
look up a picture of what he looks like, Rob. Boogie 2988. You can
What's his
yeah.
name?
His name is Boogie, like Boogie, 2988. Audrey probably can't talk to us because she's outside of the app, but it's
Yeah,
fine.
he's just a fucking
Oh my
neckbeard looking
god.
ass.
So that's what he. Oh yeah, we can hear you, Audrey. Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, you can show the audience. Yeah, that's what he looks like. It's Oh yeah, Rob can just show us, but yeah. So that's what he looks like. Okay, and I've been following the news, the scandal of all this recently. Okay, so he
You get the point.
2 years ago, Boogie came out saying he was diagnosed with a rare type of cancer, a blood cancer, polycythemia vera,
Blood cancer.
which is it is like a lesser dangerous cancer. It's a very rare cancer, but if you even have it, you should be able to live a fulfilling life, like longer than most people with other
Blood
types of cancer.
cancer.
Yeah,
Aw.
it's like a 20 plus long, diagnosis, even if it's really bad. And he just tells the internet that he's got cancer and this is what it is and everything. And everyone believes and everything goes on. He's going on with his life. We all believe he's got cancer. He then gets added onto this show called LolCal. I don't know if you know if Keemstar is, big drama guy.
Keemstar.
He had this brilliant idea to get other fucking bigger YouTube, fat and
Actual
popular
relevant
big
YouTubers.
yeah, that are all controversial like Boogie, into like a podcast FaceTime call like this, and then just talk with them and then have them argue and confront them on all the bullshit they keep doing online. And it's a hit. The show is a hit, especially with what happened recently. This guy came out and said, proved it, like, and confronted Boogie on the video. Was like, hey, Boogie, I don't believe you have this cancer diagnosis. And this is why. It's because you said this on this date, basically showing that you've countered saying that you have it for sure, you've been diagnosed, but you've also said that, like, the doctors are not sure and that you guys are getting bone marrow tests to confirm it. Why are you confirming it 2 years after you told us that you have it and it's been diagnosed? Like, you made
Yeah,
it
like the
all of a
receipts
sudden.
aren't adding up with the story.
He's saying that, oh, we've been treating it for the past 2 years, but they don't know that you have cancer. They're going to do a bone marrow test, right? It's like, well, yeah, that's what we're doing in case I do have cancer, but we've been treating the cancer just to... No, literally, it's
We've been
round and round.
2
Yeah.
years.
Like
And
Clinton Kane level Delulu.
You have no idea how fun it is to watch, guys. To watch, like, someone just spiral and lie. Because he's a liar. He's a pathological liar now.
You don't get it.
Mr. Rogers, to pathological liar. Just, like, you see him scrambling, trying to, like, make an excuse of why.
Like
So everyone,
Dr. House always says,
yeah,
people are
people
liars.
always lie. I'm watching that right now. I love House.
I
It's
am
so good.
too.
Oh, God. We'll talk about House. I think we'll talk about House after this story. So, Boogie, fucking, the guy, everyone does not believe him. Mudahar, all these other people I love and watch. Mudahar put up $60,000 to say, okay, you have polycythemia vera. Show it to us on your portal. Like your medical record. Prove it. We will give you, and everyone pitched in. It was up to $70,000 that they would have given him. The reason why they wanted to prove it and why they're all asked why they don't believe he's got cancer is because a few months before they confronted him about it, he did his own crypto scam. Mm-hmm. Someone offered him a crypto scam, people, whatever, allegedly, whatever, send him, like, hey, we'll give you $10,000 if you promote, make a video, and tweet this crypto thing, which is a bad thing for any influencer of any size because your audience or someone will click on it and support it and they'll get pumped.
Yeah.
That's just what happens.
No, that's literally how crypto works. Yeah. It's just like the more
Every time, yeah.
the more you talk about it, the more, yeah.
And so he does it. He makes this video, and it's like a meme video. He's trying to be like Andrew Tate. He's got like a hot dog as a cigar. He's got the shades on. He's shirtless, and he's got like his wife like in a skimpy ass outfit, like just hanging out in the video with him. He's trying to be like a meme like Andrew Tate, and he's telling the audience, "Don't buy this meme coin. You're gonna lose money on it. Give me your money." Blah blah blah. And I get it's a joke, but the thing is, like, dude, you still took $10K for people to do it, even if you are telling them it's a meme. Yeah. A lot of people are still gonna do it.
Yeah.
And his justification was he really needed the money for bills, for medical bills.
Bro, you don't get it.
He couldn't get the money back.
You don't get it. I'm poor.
They're literally.
He couldn't give the money back. Yeah, because he.
You don't get it. I'm poor.
And so that's why they confronted him. Like, I don't believe you have cancer, actually. And then they put up the bounty of $60,000. Like, show us your thing, and we'll just show it to us, prove it to us. And this man, who for punishment on the internet has gone on his knees and barked like a fucking dog, who has fucking done more and more crazy, embarrassing shit to himself online and brought it up in the first place, is now all of a sudden like, I'm not gonna show my medical records. That's my one piece of privacy. That's my own personal privacy thing. When this man literally won't shut up about his abuse.
We know everything else about you.
No, he literally talks about like his child abuse every single day on Twitter. Like literally just mentions it to everyone all the time. Whenever he's in trouble, his child abuse or his cancer. It's literally every time.
I'm gonna be.
Then so he gets confronted, everyone, and then finally in an episode he admits that like they're testing for it, that he most likely has, and they're going to test for it, and that it's not officially in his chart. So they got him to be like, okay, so we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you were told that you possibly may have this disease, and then you went home instantly to make a YouTube video. And he just was like, yeah, that's what I did. I don't think that's what he did. I think it was a bit more malicious than that. But you know, take whatever you can get, right?
Take it with a grain of salt.
What's up with these people?
The reason why I'm bringing this up today is because I've not only been watching his meltdown live, I was there for the live stream. It was nuts.
No, dude, I
was
can back
nuts.
Sean up on this too. I literally had to rewind the video he sent me on the live.
Oh, wait, not that one yet. I'll talk about the one before when he gets fired. He gets fired from the show. He's not gonna get paid anymore. He's not gonna be able to pay mortgage and everything, right?
Did not know.
He's just getting upset, playing victim super hard, and then like telling people he's gonna like fucking like kill himself, but then obviously not. And it's very clearly manipulation is why he's saying. Dude sends his gold play button to Keemstar and everything as an apology and his punishment. He sent it, and then he'll fucking go and be like, they were like, oh, donate like $3,000 to St. Jude. Like whoever donates the most will get his gold play button. So Boogie, the guy, and this other guy were like, oh, I'll put 3,000 right now. Fuck it, give it to me, this and that. And so when they both do it, and then Mudahar's like, well, I put in more. Like, do I get the button? Boogie's like, well, if he gets the button, then I get my money back. And they're like, what? You're gonna just take your money back from the dying kids?
What the fuck? Sorry, my cat.
He's like, no, wait, no, that's not what I know. Like, yeah,
I didn't mean it like that. There's no what I meant.
Yeah. Anyways, catching up to what Rob was bringing up earlier, I was watching his big punishment today. They said the only way they would allow him back on the show, and get paid and be part of it and everything, and the audience would let him back, is if they told him his punishment. If you let us on Wednesday, which is today, on his birthday. It's his birthday today, by the way.
Oh my god, he got that on his birthday?
Get the word liar tattooed on his face.
Oh my god, I saw something about that on TikTok.
Yeah, no, it's blowing up everywhere. I was watching it.
Yeah. I didn't know who it was, but it showed up on my Twitter feed or X feed.
Yep, it's because so they're all over Twitter and stuff like that. But it was the biggest news. There was like 22,000 people watching live. Like we're all watching. Like what the fuck? Like, and he signed a paperwork saying that he's totally okay with this. And like at first it was like super tiny, but then they decided like no, it's got to be double that size. That's way too small. And like, yeah, he's just gonna cover it with his beard. And so he gets it, dude. It's pretty big. It's like this big right here on his cheek.
God.
Liar. They got it tattooed on him. It's real. It's there. And oh my god. And then the dudes are like, oh my fuck, he did it. Like, and part of me that makes me mad is he keeps on being like, well, Keemstar told me to. Well, they told me to, and so I'm just doing it. I just have to do it. It's like, bro, no, you don't have to do any of this shit.
Nobody put a fucking gun to your head and said you have to do it.
No, literally. It's like, dude, I know you fake cancer, but you don't have to tattoo your face, liar. What are you doing?
Oh god.
And I watched that live.
I can't even tell. Did I do it? Did I do it?
I was shitting bricks. You did a good job. I was shitting bricks, guys. When that fucking ink gun hit his fucking face, and they went home, and then he was like, all right, guys, we're going to do a poll. I want 70% of the audience to vote yes if he'll come back or not to be on the show officially. I voted no.
My man.
You should have sent it to everyone in your family and been like, vote no.
No, literally, there was so much arguing in the chat, like, vote yes, like, come on, he tattooed his face, and everyone's like, no, fuck him, it'd be funny. Like, no, fuck that. Like, it was crazy.
So funny.
Me with Love Island voting.
What do you guys feel? Okay, so this guy, in your opinion, just knowing what I just said, faked cancer for 2 years, basically overplayed it, and got tattooed the word liar on his face as apology and as punishment.
I don't think that's enough.
I don't think. Yeah, you don't think that's enough?
No, this man gets off, and his whole entire existence is him doing insane shit. So I feel like it's not too different
A
than the
lot of people
degrading
think he's got a
stuff that he
humiliation
does.
kink.
Yeah,
He
he
like
Yeah.
he
can
likes
just
to be
buy
shamed
again.
online. That's why he
He
does
can
dumb
just do
shit.
it again.
I just feel like people need the biggest punishment would be taking away his platform.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice.
Because
No,
even the negative like views and stuff, like that's still views. He's still getting paid.
Unfortunately for
yeah,
most people,
Are you getting
any
paid?
news is good
yeah.
news.
Babe, what do you want from me?
Wait, what kind is it? Is it an Elf bar?
it's a POP-E.
Oh, I miss vaping.
You make me
I know
sick.
you shouldn't.
I don't anymore since I got pregnant. I can't anymore, but I used to be so bad.
I'm
Like,
Yeah,
on
I'm.
day 3 of not vaping.
Good job, Rob.
you know
It's
those
fucking
flum
hell.
floats?
It's fucking hell.
Have you ever seen the flum floats? The ones that are like circular, kind of
Have you
like.
seen one of these? Play games on it.
Oh my god, that's cool.
Okay, so like for the videos, we can smoke it. We just gotta be a little subtle. We don't need to like show off that we're smoking a bunch.
Oh shit!
Oh, he's got Pac-Man
Why?
on there. That's what he keeps it for, to play Pac-Man.
I want that.
No, it's
And
Yeah,
then
not.
on your
I don't
vape.
even want to hit it. Like, it's so burnt the last time I hit it. It's like a death vape now. You would die if you hit that.
I'm
Is
assuming you
it
just.
like meant to be a disposable one or rechargeable?
Well, it's disposable. Like the vape eventually is gonna run out, but the game,
Yeah.
you can still play the game.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing to help him quit because he has a vape to hold and have on him. But instead of hitting it, he gets to just play Pac-Man for a second.
That
It's
was
pretty
like my
nice.
biggest. It used to. I know
It
people say it
feels
doesn't, but
so
it used to
nice
help
in your
with
hand. Like
anxiety
they
with
figured out the
driving.
shape. Like it's just like it's that shape, that perfect shape. All that motion.
Can that please be the
Hey,
Dylan's?
mother.
Dylan's not. He's Japanese and Mexican. Like
Oh, that's
his
sick.
dad's like full Mexican, and
That's
then
sick.
his mom's Japanese and white.
Damn.
That's lit. The I don't. It was just a big shock. I don't know. I processed it. I figured out. I met and figured out who my dad was like 2 days later. Like I got into contact with my sister and my aunts. Everyone, they all started messaging me because they saw me on
You have a
Ancestry.
sister?
I have. Oh no, I have a sister,
He's got a big old family.
two brothers, and I'm an uncle by the way. I have a nephew. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
Where do you like even begin like
Dude.
reconnecting after this long? Because
Oh, a week later, I lost my finger too. I lost the tip of my finger.
how?
A door slam. See how like it's like half of the. Here, I'll show you my other finger.
It's
See
all
that?
rounded.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Audrey. It was a rough 2020 for me, and we were all stuck inside too. It was pretty rough. So I couldn't even go and like hang out with my family at the time. I had to wait months to meet my like real family.
That's so
My real
fucked.
family. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah, and I
Sean
got to
doesn't
meet
have
my.
family.
That's
I talked.
insane.
I talked to my bio dad. Yeah, like 2 days after, and he, dude. Okay, I don't know how to tell you guys this. Do you know what it's like to like? It was such a. It was. I was so anxious because like, okay, part of me, like, I'll be honest, like, I was kind of hyped. I was a little hyped because I was in my head. I was like, oh, dude, like, what if these people are like me? Like, what if like we connect? Like, because I never really connected with my dad very much on much things. He's very different than me. My mom is very supportive and very loving. She's hella funny, but she's not like. It's just my mom. I don't have anyone else besides her that is like I relate to, right?
Yeah.
It's my
So I was
mom.
thinking like, what if my dad, like, what if my like bio dad and like my other family are just like me or like weird or this and that? Fuck, dude. I answered it, and they're nothing like me. Disappointment. They're not very. They're just like my dad. So
Sean's a
like,
black sheep no matter where he goes.
but
Aw.
not on all of them. But my bio dad was just like my other dad. I'm like, oh, it's the same thing, different color. It's just, like, anyways, you know what it's like to answer the phone to talk to your bio dad for the first time, and you hear like your own voice and cadence for the first time ever from like your dad. Dude, it was so surreal for me because I've never experienced that. And motherfucker sounded just like me, talked like me, but had the thickest fucking Mexican accent of my life, dude. I was dying.
My
I was
life.
dying. I was just like, hello, is this? And he's like, hello, is it Sean? I'm like, oh shit, like who's
Oh
this?
my god, so you're the No Savo kid.
Bro, it was so fun. Yeah, he lives in Mexico. He got deported. Like I'm legit Mexican, dog. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
wait, that's insane.
Yeah, no, like my dad, dude, it's such a
What
crazy.
part do you know? Oh shit.
It's close to Texas. Close to I think it's close to El Paso, Texas, maybe, or it's close to Texas.
Oh
That's where my
shit.
sister works. But that was the craziest thing. Oh man! And then everyone's like, "Of course you're Mexican." Like, well, fuck you, dude. I've been told by everyone else I'm Portuguese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
my
was the
last name.
funniest
I
thing to
speak
say
Portuguese.
too. It's like, of course you're Mexican.
It was pretty
Uh,
fact. It was hella funny. And like you're obviously Mexican.
yeah. I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty white passing sometimes.
I mean, who isn't though? Like a lot of us stay inside nowadays, computers and the internet and shit.
Yeah.
It's also 120 degrees because of
But
global warming.
if I
It's
go
too
outside,
fucking
like
hot.
if I tan too, I also get very brown. Like I was a brown child.
I think I've seen. I've been running with you over the years. I've seen a lot of pictures. Yeah, you. Whenever like you're out in the sun more, I can see you get darker.
Yeah, it's crazy because I remember as a kid. So like I got adopted when I was 12 by white
Oh yeah,
people.
I don't really know much about that.
Yeah, I
If you could
did
talk
not know you
about
were
it.
adopted for like the longest time.
Oh yeah,
But
no, I
but we
didn't
don't. I
really
don't know
talk.
like the nuance.
I didn't really talk about it too much because
I mean, yeah, I don't
it was
really
just
blame you to just like
it was
talk
really
about it.
toxic at home too, like with my adoptive parents,
Yeah,
and
you didn't like it a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, I was going through it, and so like talking about it more while I was going through it just like drained me so much. Um,
valid.
but yeah,
Of course.
my parents had me really young. They were my biological parents. They had me when they were 16, and
Mm-hmm.
so my family is extremely dysfunctional and
Checks out. Not. Sorry, not that.
ghetto.
that.
No, it does. You're fine. I don't talk to
I
a lot
didn't
of
mean
my
to like call
family.
you out. I just like, I mean, my family's just like that. That checks out. Like a lot of
That's
families
why
do this
I
kind
live
of
We're all
in
on the same
SAC
page.
and they all live in LA because I can't with them. But yeah, basically my mom just was not a very good mother, and I'm the oldest of 3 siblings at the time.
Are we talking about your
And
foster mother or your bio mother?
no, my biological mom, and
Biological.
she
I
just
think.
was
Okay.
very like she was young,
She was
so she was
young. Yeah.
always out partying,
My
and
mom
she
had
would
a kid
leave
at 15. I
yeah,
understand.
she would
Yeah.
leave me home to watch the babies when I was like
stuff.
fucking 5, 6. Or she would leave me like one time she left me in Arizona for a month with my cousin. Yeah. It didn't
Jesus.
tell me, like just left. She would leave us with a bunch of family members and like say, "Oh, I'm going to work," and then like nobody could get a hold of her
She
for
was damn.
weeks,
Yeah.
months. And yeah, so then I got put in foster care and I was in foster care for 6 years, and I grew up like pretty deep, like,
How old were you?
Mexican. I had a little accent. When I was put
How
in
old were
foster
you?
care, I think it was 6 or 7.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's true because you're young, but like you're
No, I was
conscious
really
to
young. Like my youngest sister
understand a little.
was 2, almost 3, I
Mhm.
believe. Yeah,
Mhm.
like I was pretty young, and then I was in foster care until I was 12, and then my foster parents only spoke Spanish, so
Crazy.
but they're from well, I knew some Spanish because my grandma only spoke Spanish, but they spoke a different they were Salvadorian, so it's different like lingo and stuff, so kind of
My
having to learn that.
coworker is Salvadorian.
Oh, do they make pupusas?
Oh,
And then
Yeah,
pupusas are my fucking
I
shit.
think we all
And
love
then when
them.
I was 12, we got adopted by white people, and I don't know, they made us like feel kind of like ashamed of being Mexican and like embracing ourselves, and so like they didn't really
In
like
what
us.
way, if I may ask?
They were just
Like,
very like condescending and kind of
hmm
very, very white, like as you know, everyone in El Dorado Hills, but very
Yeah.
like let's go to the Hamptons for, like that kind of a
oh,
Mhm.
sweater around your neck. And I
Yeah.
don't know, they kind of just made me feel ashamed and embarrassed, like, to be Mexican. And so
it's
I
fucked up.
stopped speaking in Spanish. And so I lost my little accent that I had. And I just became, I don't know, I just stopped speaking it. I understand it very well, but I don't really like to speak it unless I'm drunk and ordering tacos.
That's hella funny. Did
Yeah, and my
you...
adopted parents were like super toxic, and it's funny because at the worst of like when it was at its peak in high school of them being super toxic is when I was involved with that person I mentioned at the
Yeah,
beginning,
yeah.
First name,
and
last
they
name person.
first name, last name person, and they had like given me a phone and everything because I kept getting my phone taken away, and yeah.
Ooh.
What?
The fuck? That's fucking filming. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, I don't know.
I'm
Bro.
And
joking.
then they would
I'm
they
joking.
would like
Yeah.
sneak in my bedroom, like upstairs, and like sneak out, come to
Yeah.
me with like things. So that's why I was like, I don't know. They did a lot, and that's why I was like, I don't know if you actually like me or not, or if you're just using me, but I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. Young kids.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, I think I do remember. You have to cut this part out. I think I do remember
Just
like
don't say
saying like,
names.
yeah, just saying like, oh, like, can we make it like just, I'm the only one. He was like, no,
That's
not
so
not right now.
funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the person we're talking about was very handsome. Like at the time, there was like
They
a
had
very
a
pretty boy of
face
high school,
attached to a body.
very pretty boy, and so easily he was one of the fuck boys that just like, oh yeah, whatever girls are into me, I'm gonna like be into them or whatever, and just do my own thing. And he could because he was very pretty, and so people just wanted to be around him. And when they would try to do whatever
Checks
you
out.
did, he'd always just be like, nah, whatever, I'm just gonna go do something else. That's what he would.
I don't even
He's like.
remember
Oh, sorry.
like
I was gonna say he's like a lot of dudes that I know that are just afraid of commitment or just liking anything or just anything like that. Really, we have another one of our homies has a hard time committing to really anything. Like,
yeah,
Right?
and yeah. So sophomore year, when I was a sophomore, they were a senior and they were dating someone that I used to be friends with, and that's like how I had met him. And then like we didn't talk again until I was a senior. I think,
got it.
yeah. Yeah,
That's.
senior. And then
I think
it was
that's.
really weird.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I wouldn't. I don't know. Once I was out of high school, I would never date someone that was like in
Yeah,
high
that's
school.
what
You
I'm
know
saying.
what I
Like,
mean?
I don't even remember because at
This
that point
is
when
so
he had been
juicy.
dating the
I'm
person
loving
that
this.
I was friends with, you have to like cut half this out. But at this point when they were dating the person that I was friends with, I um didn't follow him on anything. Like, I don't think I had him on anything. So I don't even remember what made him like reach out to me because he definitely reached out to me
Uh,
first. I don't know if
that's.
it was Instagram or
Bro made the first
Snapchat, but I can't
move.
remember. Yeah, and was like, "Hey, like, want to hang out? Want to this
Hmm.
day?" But I took like my friends with me because I was like, I'm kind of
Yeah.
He's got
uncomfy.
nervous.
Yeah. Well, because okay, I when I was in high school, I dated someone that was in college. Like
I remember
for like
I
that.
remember.
it was only for a little bit. Oh yeah, everyone knows the girl and yeah.
Yeah.
But that was different because I think she
How is it
was
different?
younger.
How is it
Well, because
different?
she was younger. She wasn't 18. She wasn't like a year older than me. She was actually closer to our age. She went to school early. So she was like grade ahead of us, but she was like closer to our age by like months. I think she was like 6 months older than me.
Okay, see
And
Oh,
that
okay.
that's
You
where
made
it's
it seem
allows.
like years.
no, she joined in school late. Yeah, no, and then she graduated, and then I was becoming a senior just because of like when she went to school early.
Mhm.
That's just what happened. And then yeah, and then like we dated for a summer, and it was toxic as fuck.
I
It was
remember
terrible,
hearing all the stories
Oh
and
yeah.
in the calf in the morning.
The Breakfast
dude,
Club, Cav.
was I
Yep.
dating her during that time? I thought it was only for summer. No,
No, I
maybe it was like
No,
remember.
right at the end of summer. It was right
you
before
were
summer ended.
junior year. I think you started dating her.
Right before
Yeah.
summer started.
Yeah, because I just remember hearing all the stories
I just
and
complained. Well, the thing is, it was nice that like after like the final fight or whatever. That's why I tried to talk to my brother, who also got out of his own toxic relationship. Let's talk about my brother. Yeah, let's talk about him.
Ooh.
So
What's
Jordan,
little
my
George
brother.
got himself into this time?
Yeah, Jordan Hutchings. I could first name, last name him. Fuck him. It's my brother.
I I feel
Huh?
like I remember seeing pictures of your brother like when we were in high school, but I don't
His
If you
brother's
look
know.
at him, he
tall.
looks just
His
like me
brother's
now,
taller than him, and he's got a thicker mustache than him too.
and a bigger and thicker dick. Yeah,
I didn't know about
Uh,
that last one, but okay.
he drives stick. It's obvious.
I'm stalking him to see.
Are you looking?
She's
Find him.
stalking his dick.
Ew.
Did you
No,
find
I'm
him?
just trying to see if he looks. I did find him. Oh my god, he does look exactly like you.
Yeah, he grew out his facial hair, and now we look just like each other
Oh
now.
my
Yeah.
god, if he grew out his hair, like, that's your twin.
No, literally. And
Wait, I
it's
need to.
funny. We're only half siblings too.
They act so much alike too, though.
Dude, we have the same laugh. It's fucking ridiculous.
Just like that
Shut
fucking.
Yeah,
up.
you guys are like twins.
It's pretty great. He's but anyways, just more examples of toxic relationships. He was in one all of his high school life.
I love that we just started talking about our relationships.
This is how the show goes, baby. All right,
Just how it goes.
this is how it goes. We get the people what they
How it
want.
goes on the podcast show.
Someone's texting me.
Do your thing, girl. So my brother was dating a girl, and they were together since like sophomore year of high school. They were together the whole time he was in high school. You know who? And we'll call this girl A or whatever. Give me a
Wait,
fake
I'm
name.
gonna
Dory.
move locations if that's okay.
No, don't do your thing, girl.
We'll call her Dory.
Dory. So
I know we're just kind of talking to like talk, so.
it's yeah, you're chilling. Dory and him were dating for 4 years, and
I
then
don't know. What do you want?
uh, they were dating for years. She
Sorry.
is bipolar hard. Oh, you're chilling. Bipolar hard, and like me, like my mom, my others, my brother understood and understands, but she was very toxic, very controlling, very much like, oh, you can't talk to other girls, and so my brother was like, well, then you can't talk to other dudes, like, so she was making him do like that kind of mindset, like, you know what I mean, like. My brother would never go to a girlfriend like, don't talk to other dudes, right? Like, don't do
Yeah.
that. Like, but she was very much adamant, like, oh no, like you don't do that if you love me or this and that, you know, like bad. I don't think relationships should be built like that, you know.
No, yeah, it's supposed to be mutual. Yeah, it's kind of the whole
Should be a bit of
point of
trust.
a relationship. Is kind of. See what I did with my fingers? That's a relationship.
Dylan
You know
and
what?
I were toxic when we first started dating.
Huh?
But now you
Dylan
guys
and I
have
were
a kid.
toxic when we first started dating.
Oh yeah.
Very toxic.
A little. We started dating like right when COVID happened, and he
Huh?
couldn't go home. So we were just trapped together, like in close quarters.
Oh,
And
poor you.
Oh damn, the
we're both
struggle.
Taurus. And
Yeah. Oh,
the
I'm getting married to a Taurus. I know.
yeah. Well, the only thing is, I'm
I've
like
driven a Taurus
such.
once.
I'm like a pig-headed Taurus, and so like, and I'm very much like a
What?
person where I needed time at the time to recharge, like alone, and I was going through like depression and stuff, and
I was a gangster, like, nah, let's fix this shit now.
That's
I'm
what's
very
up.
much
That's
like
what's up.
a
That's my dog. That's my
no, I'm
boy.
like I need to step into the other room because if I don't step into the other room, I'm gonna say some mean shit that I don't mean, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
hurt
of
your
course.
feelings. And I'm like, it's for
I'm gonna hurt
you,
your
not
feelings.
me.
Took me a year
No,
to figure that out.
that's something I have. I worked on kind of over this past year. Is
Yeah.
like learning. I didn't know I was bipolar until last year. I take medicine now and everything, but that's when I
Yeah.
took a diagnosis. My mom has it, and then I don't know. It made me click and realize like, ah, shit. Like I need to recognize my faults and what I'm doing and blah blah blah. I don't want to use bipolar as like an excuse, but I am feeling weird and I should address it. And it took me a long time to finally go and get help.
Me too. I used to do therapy, but I didn't do medication since like I was like 16
Yeah,
because it just made me feel really off.
it starts
And
having to try a bunch of different things. Yeah, that's the
yeah,
problem with a lot of this kind of stuff. I got lucky because my mom
yes.
already has that medicine I take.
And so like I was kind of doing okay at managing, not really. I say that, but not really. But I just started taking medication like the past like 6 months or so,
Yeah,
and it's been really good. I'm
it's
like,
good.
oh, I can't cry, but other than that,
I
I'm
think
good. I'm just tired.
did you also did like the therapy or whatever after for a little bit, but then same thing. I also kind of just like stopped going at a point when it's like I feel like I've gotten the help, but I don't know how to end it. And it's like it's a bit weird.
That's one thing I always struggled with too, and I was very
Showing up on
self-aware. And
time.
one thing that I learned is like if you're gonna reach a point where you're feeling okay, but like you can't stop, you have to keep going because
Yes.
all that progress that you're working towards is just you're gonna go back to day one.
Yeah, and for me it helped just because I feel like I was at a good place, and in my mind it's like I could always go back, and I could always I don't know, I feel like I'm a different person or whatever now. I don't know. I think bipolar's a crazy. I mean, I'm still friends with Rob.
Bro, I can't. I mean, I can't relate. I don't know what's going on in my brain. I don't want to find out.
I think it's why Rob and Kyan are some of my closest friends. They're both very just like they're both
Yeah.
very. How do I say? They're so like now and like what's in front of me focused. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Kyan and Rob are very much like I feel good now. What do I want right now? Life is pretty chill. I feel good and happy. Versus me and you are like these are all my traumas. This is the shit. Fuck everything, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck this
No,
guy. You know,
seriously.
it's a
I
struggle.
overthink about overthinking.
100%. Yes, I do too.
You just
Yeah.
gotta turn your brain off. It helps a lot.
And
Oh, that's so nice. I like haven't tried that before.
Rob has actually helped me learn to like
Have you
not
ever
give a
thought
shit about a lot
about
of
being
things.
happy?
You're not depressed. Like, just don't be depressed.
You know,
Have
Just
you
be
ever
I've seen
tried
happy.
like
Rob.
just
You
hanging
know,
out with
that's
people
why
that care
I
about you?
also think that I'm kind of autistic, is because when I'm feeling something, and my adoptive parents always, like, whenever I was mad, they would just say, because I got a little temper on me, they'd be like, just don't be mad, just let it go. And I
What?
could not,
Yo,
for the
yo, can you
life of
stop
me,
that? Can you stop?
fucking let
Can
it
you
go.
just
Like, I was
chill?
like, I
Like
need
take
to
five.
feel
Can you
this.
five?
Like, I need to sit with it.
Yo, the
Shut the
baby's
fuck up.
crying.
Be mad. It's okay.
Can you stop crying for like 5
Can you
minutes?
stop
One
crying?
second. I'm going to have to mute and turn the camera off so I could beat his ass. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll be right back. I'm like,
I was figuring. Okay, we've been doing this episode for what?
I
About an
love
hour,
you.
hour 25.
Sorry. What'd you say?
I was like, we've been doing this episode for an hour 25. I got into most of the YouTube drama that I've been thinking about, wanted to
Oh
reach with you
yeah,
guys.
I honestly thought this end of it was just us kind of like just talking to
Yeah,
talk.
I thought we were just kind of talking.
Yeah, me
I
too.
feel
Just
like,
like,
I mean, if you want, is there anything else you guys have been wanting to catch up on? Like, more things for the show? It's our first video show.
You find a
should I?
wedding
No, I'm
venue
just
yet,
kidding.
you
I was gonna
bitch?
say,
What?
You find a wedding venue yet, bitch?
A wedding band? Fuck no. I
No,
don't even think we
wedding
have the venue
venue, you
planned.
piece of shit.
Oh, what does that mean? Hold on, I gotta read it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just
Oh,
didn't want to say that in the. I
sorry.
wanted to say it as I wanted to say it as a joke, but
You're fine.
Nah, unfollow him right now.
no, I don't even have him on anything. I'm
Oh my
joking. I'm
gosh.
completely joking.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure I think we're good for this episode. We're an hour and a half in. Is
Oh,
there
so
anything else
you
you want to
just
talk
don't
about?
want to hang out with it? No, I'm
No,
just
that's
kidding.
cool.
Oh, I mean, we can hang out. I don't know. Is there any topics that Rob
No,
didn't
no,
really
no.
bring
I'm
a
just
topic?
kidding.
You
I'm
never
just
know.
kidding. I'm gonna eat
You never
anyways. I'm
even answered my
starving.
question about wedding venues, bro.
Okay, that's Kiana is really the one who wants to choose and look through. She's the one that kind of does the whole like picking and budgeting. I don't really. What do you
Lazy.
want? She doesn't
Is
want.
there like a
Like I don't really
what?
have an opinion, and if
What
I
about
did, she
this
wouldn't care.
question? Is there a location that you guys are set on,
So right
like
now
city wise?
there's a lot of places that are like in our budget. It's just that like we're trying to think about like trying to get a place that has indoor and that has indoor also or indoor only because we don't want
Find
to
a
be outside
winery.
super hot.
We should do a winery.
A
Those are
winery?
mostly
How the fuck
outdoors.
am I gonna afford that? Like
You have Kayana's
that's the
parents.
thing. We want to. I don't know if that's how this is gonna work. Uh, I would like oh fuck I forgot. What'd you say, Audrey?
It's a baby.
Is that your kitty? Is that your kitty?
Grabs the.
That's your kitty, huh? Okay, okay. Gentle with our pets.
That baby's adorable.
Oh, that's so cute.
Thanks. He's fat.
What
He
we
turns
should.
1 in how many days? He turns 1 in 6 days.
Oh my god.
What? Yeah, I feel like this pod should
Asher,
just be about him getting
Asher,
older. Like
hey,
Dude, we're gonna watch him
Asher.
grow up week by
Ow.
week.
that'd be so fun.
Asher, high five. Asher.
Oh,
Baby.
that's
Can
it.
you say hi to them? Can you say hi? No.
hi.
He's watching
Hi.
Miss Rachel. Asher, high five. Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
High five.
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach him knuckles, like, pound it.
Oh, I love that one. I taught all my cousins that.
Do you have a tattoo of a butterfly on your knuckle?
No,
Oh, yeah, and on my arm. My mom and I have matching ones.
Oh, that's cute.
We also have
Oh,
matching roses.
freaking
Ooh.
all my tattoos are right here on my arms.
Most
I
of them are
want
on my
more.
chest.
I had plans to get more, and then I got pregnant.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
And
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
work. I don't work now, so my expenses, like tattoos, are kind of the last thing I'm
oh
spending
yeah,
money on.
That's like tattoos are so expensive.
Oh,
Son, can you
dude,
stop
I don't
hurting
even
my
want to
hair?
know how much I've spent on my chest. Like, I don't even want to do the math.
Rob has sold
I'm
a lot
so
of Lego
jealous
things.
because I want to be like covered in tattoos. Actually,
It's
not my
no,
neck,
I'm
but
not
like
gonna lie. It feels so good when I wake up every morning to take a shower, and I'm like, ooh, look at that.
yeah, like I want my arms covered in tattoos.
Yeah, me too. This one's been my impulse arm. These are all been flashes
Are
that
they
I've
koi
just done.
fish?
This one's a koi fish.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dragon. This
Ooh,
is a
nice.
mushroom ghost.
So cute.
And then this right here, it was that idea I had back when we graduated high school. I like wrote
I'm
this
glad you
like on our
actually did
campfire when we
that.
graduated.
Asher, leave.
The baby alone.
The baby's grabbing the little baby kitty.
Well, I was talking to Rob about earlier. I'm like, yeah, Rob, we're gonna be entourage. We're gonna grow up big. We're gonna the music, the pod, all the other stuff. It's all gonna be amazing. And Rob's trying to run a fucking like label. He's trying to run a company thing. He's trying to like, oh yo, he texted me. He's like, yo, what would
No, no,
what
don't
would you
put this
name
out
our
on the internet yet.
company?
This isn't finalized. I don't need to know what I'm doing.
Told him to do this. And he texted me. I was literally on the shitter, and he texted me. He was like, "Yo, what would we name our company?" And I literally just woke up. It was like 2 in the afternoon. I'm a piece of shit, whatever. And I'm like, "What the fuck? You can't even come up with a name for the company. How can you run a company, dog?"
It's
Oh
one of the
God.
sub companies within the company.
Yeah, but basically to run all the stuff that I'm doing and stuff. I thought it was kind of cool.
That's cool. I feel like I need to start tapping more back into my creative side.
Please, yeah, and whatever. Like, if you ever wanted us for anything, we're here for you. You know what I mean? That's all I do is try to make things bullshit. Ow.
All I do is win.
I try to make money.
I mean, yeah. That's why he's
Maybe
on
you
the
should
show.
just start with OnlyFans.
No one wants to see me naked.
I feel like I go through phases of feeling and being really ugly and then being really hot all the time. Because like I look the same and I
It's
feel like
called well, for women, it's like actually a hormonal thing.
what? What do you mean?
That's
Oh,
an
I didn't
Like
actual
it's
want
called
to.
thing.
like the luteal phase or something, where you have like a week where your hormones are so off that you just feel so much uglier than usual.
Yeah, no, I okay,
That's
well
me like
that personally, yeah, I
24/7.
get that.
For
But
me,
I
Like
mean like
all the time.
that's how I feel right now.
that's what I mean, but like when like girls talk to me in public or online or when they reach out to me or whatever, it's usually a mix of like it's either like a whole week I'll be like, oh yeah, I feel like bitches love me. All these girls are really complimenting. They're
Yep.
all like, oh yo, they want to hook up and this and that. But it's like I shouldn't. All this and that, and then another week goes by and I feel like every girl like is very much disgusted by me. I'm not as charming as usual, or I'm not this and that. And then I'm like, what am I doing wrong this week? I look the same. I'm doing
That's I totally
normal.
felt that.
Yeah.
I can't
I
relate.
forget
I
to
feel
give
like
it.
I'm
I
ugly
used to
like
have
24/7.
I was selling clothes on Facebook Marketplace, and literally like I haven't gotten really any this week, but up until this week I was getting messages on Facebook from men like cuz my toes were in one picture or like my face was in one picture of me wearing a clothing of item, and they're like,
Yeah, your toe
"Oh, I
beans
got
out.
40." So literally I had one man say I have $40 and a reservation for two on Saturday, and then another guy was like, "Want to smash? Like, you down?" And I was like, "I literally have a fucking boyfriend."
It's like if I didn't have
Another
a
guy was
boyfriend and
like,
a
I
kid, I
wish I
would.
had the confidence some of these men have. I would
literally
never
one
say
of
that.
them was like, "I love your toes. Your toes look cute in this picture. Can you send me another video or something for like $25?"
Yo, get that bag though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The
I'd
thing
do
is,
it for the money, though.
I don't have cute toes, so I'm just like,
no, you have cute toes. You're just
That
not
guy
charging the
thought
right
your
price.
toes
no, no,
You
were
need to
no.
cute.
charge like $50 a fucking toe. You know what I'm
I
saying,
have
dog?
chubby short toes.
That's what men want. You not hear these offers?
All
The
right.
bag. You
Well,
just
I'm
need
gonna
to
go
say
because I have
it.
to eat, and I just realized my phone's at 1%.
You're chilling, Audrey. Thank you
Oh
so much for
shit,
joining. That has been the Sean and Rob
Wait,
show for this episode. Rob is in the basement, and
sorry.
I will see you guys next
I'm in the
time.
laundry room.
Fair enough. All right, we'll be hanging out later, guys.
Goodbye.